Game from Fire Phoenix and Teddy Spaghetti. Vampire Counts versus Tzeentch. Got some interesting units here. We have the Strigoi, I believe it's the Strigoi Ghoul King from that picture. Oh, it might be just the Strigoi Vampire Lord. I don't know. Let's find out. Ah, it is the Ghoul King. I should have trusted my instincts. All right, Strigoi Ghoul King with just Invocation and Heck on his Terrorgeist. Wow, just Invocation and Heck. That is not a lot of magic, my guy. Then a couple Black Knights, Zombies, Graveguard, and Skeleton Warriors, one Corpse Cart with Unholy Lodestone, a Hex Wraith, and some Vargheists. For a, honestly, kind of narrow, there we go. Devil's Roar, Soften, and more Fellbats. I was like, where is 2,000 more gold? All right, good build overall. Hex Wraiths is I am not sold about taking Hex Wraiths or any ghost type units versus Tzeentch, who has literally all magic damage. That seems incredibly risky for me. I also don't love taking Invocation of Nehek as your only spell, just because in the late game, when everything's either heal capped or already dead, then you have no magic. So I don't love that, but it is a pretty spicy build. On the other side for Tzeentch, we have a couple Zongors, Aeson the Fallen, Mutalith Vortex Beast, ROR, Shrieking Sky Rays, Chromatic Abominations, Chaos Warriors with Halberds of Tzeentch, and then the Sour Guts as well. One Soul Grinder, Village the Curseling with Pink and Blue Fire, and that is about it. Now, if I'm going to throw shade at the Vampire Counts build, I'll also throw shade at this. I personally despise when people take Village with Blue Fire. He is a foot caster. His angle of attack with Blue Fire is horrible. I think if you're taking Village, you have to take either like Pink Fire and Infernal Gateway, just Infernal Gateway, or like Pink Fire and Treason of Tzeentch, or something like that. But Blue Fire is like literally worthless on Village. And also I rank Aeson the Fallen as one of the worst RORs in the entire game, so yeah, both builds have some spiciness, maybe not totally optimal, but do what you want, I guess. Pink Horrors are in, firing at the Hex Wraiths. Good dodge from the Hex Wraiths. Blue Fire onto the Corpse Cart from Village. So he's doing okay. And the Soul Grinder is also shooting at the Corpse Carts. They really want to get rid of this healing onto these guys. The Hex Wraith continue to retreat. They're getting an early Invocation Heck. They are on fire, so that healing is going to be cut in half. They have already lost a third of their HP to these horrors that are shooting at them. The sniping continues in onto the Corpse Cart, which is slowly regenerating itself a little bit. Village charges in, throws down a quick little Pink Fire on some Skeleton Warriors, and Aeson the Fallen is in. Starting to drain down zombies. Best of his ability. The Flying Core for the Vampire Counts is lurking, waiting for its time to strike, as Black Knights are creeping into. The Tzeentch force is boxing as best they can. They do have some Halberds and some Zongors. That's very fair, but it looks like they're just getting wrapped a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised to see those Vargheists jump in and do some real damage. Soul Grinder's having issues hitting the Corpse Cart. Corpse Cart's pretty low to the ground behind its troops, so it looks like the Soul Grinder's hitting things before the Corpse Cart, which is quite nice for the Vampire Counts. Hex Wraith's trying to get in there now. And in go the Black Knights, full charge down the Chromatic Abominations and Pink Horrors. Chromatic Abominations and the Sour Guts can fight back decently against the Black Knights, but still the disruption just stops them from shooting for a little bit, lets the Hex Wraiths run around free and clear. For the Fallen, he's accruing value very slowly. He is draining down 2 zombies and a Skeleton Warrior. Not exactly the most elite infantry, but I feel like his drain is pretty slow regardless. Strigoi Vampire Lord creeping around. The Ghoul King, I should be more exact. And the Corpse Cart did survive all the early snipe attempts. The Soul Grinder's almost out of ammo too, so unfortunately that is a bit of a waste on the Tzeentch side. Didn't really work out for them. You know, Vortex Beast gets dove on by the Ghoul King, who's going to chase him back. Terrorgeist did get mass buffs, but that's about it. Vargheists joining in on the hunt too. And the Devils of Schwarzhofen also hopping in. So it is all these elite armor-piercing flyers dropping down onto this Mutalith Vortex Beast, getting good damage onto him. He is very much surrounded. There is an angle he can still escape over here, but otherwise he's pretty well surrounded. Bat's trying to stop the Soul Grinder from firing for a little bit as Black Knights keep charging in and out. But as we can see, these blue and pink horrors were largely fine. Wait, are the Chromatic Abominations dead? Okay, so just the Sour Guts survived this round. Got it, got it, got it. Mutalith Vortex Beast is getting completely punked. He's gotten almost 700 damage value out, and I stand by the fact that I rated him one of the worst RORs in the entire game. Looks like he used one of his Maelstroms of Change, and it didn't do very much because it sucks, and he sucks, and I hate him. No matter how much people are randomly bringing him a lot right now. I don't know why people keep bringing him. He's been on my live streams a couple times too, but I'm never impressed by him. Bolt of Change hits the Graveguard, does pretty solid damage to them as the Chaos Warriors continue to churn through those guys. Sour Guts getting killed off by the Black Knights, but the Shrieking Skywars are fighting back. Vampire Count's pulling ahead on the balance of power as Aeson is shattered. You don't even need to chase him off. He'll just walk away. His Mortis Engine can't hurt you if he is gone, so just leave him. That's fine. Zongor frontline falling apart. Soulgrinder of Tzeentch continuing to try and battle back. Vargeist still have some HP, and of course the Strigoi Ghoul King can heal them up. He can also heal up his Black Knight, so it looks like time favors the Vampire Counts, as the Hex Wraiths continue to offer some terror and spooking for the Zongors. Hex Wraiths themselves have only gotten, unfortunately, 230 damage. I guess they may have been taken for Chaos Knights of Tzeentch to use their armor piercing against those guys in the mobile game, but again, the Chaos Knights of Tzeentch also have magic damage, so they'll punch through the Hex Wraiths easily. The sniping flying goon squad is back in for the Soul Grinder this time. The Vargeists and the Strigoi Ghoul King landing on the Soul Grinder. Now they are sitting on halberds, which they need to be very careful about, and the Soul Grinder's not even taking that much damage as the Vargeists kind of T-pose around him. Flying units can struggle with that sometimes, not properly being able to land. Zongor's almost routing. I imagine since they're not terror routing right now, they've terror routed recently, so they must be immune to it for a brief moment. And it looks like the sniping attempt on the Soul Grinder didn't go anywhere. It didn't even break its barriers, so it's completely fine. Bounce power is getting pretty bad for Tzeentch. For the Vampire Counts, I mean, a lot of their healthy... Ooh, that was a good Shrieking Skyrace thing. Anyway, a lot of their good health bars are on zombies, to be fair. We have a Skeleton Warrior, a zombie here. That's about it. Their Graveguard are pretty much toast. Their Black Knights have taken a lot of damage. Can still get a lot of healing, but they have taken some significant damage. Vargeist as well. And now, without those halberds around, the Strigoi Ghoul King lands on the Soul Grinder of Tzeentch and gets a nice big hit on him with no interference at all. Chaos Warriors grinding through actually a lot of things they really want to fight. Vargeists and Blood Knights just surrounding these guys with the Shrieking Skyrace support as well. Good healing from the Vampire Counts, trying to heal up something. Devil's a Schwarzhafen. Nice. But this is probably the best opportunity for Tzeentch to turn this around, is these Chaos Warriors just killing off all the Vargeists and Blood Knights on their own. Black Knights. No Blood Knights here, just Black Knights. Village rejoins the fight. The Soul Grinder's still at full HP, and we have some other halberds who are also back in. Yeah, magic damage halberds versus the Hex Wraiths is going to be really bad for the Hex Wraiths, but they could terror out these Chaos Warriors. That would save the Hex Wraiths a lot of damage, as Graveguard are also helping out. So far, these Chaos Warriors Tzeentch are holding. They are slapping through those Hex Wraiths for now. Village and the Soul Grinder trying to take down the Ghoul King. As Vargeist rear charge dive in, that should be enough morale damage to get that final terror route out of these guys. There they go. And now they're not fighting back. They'll take enough damage to actually rout, and the Hex Wraiths won't have to deal with them. Other Chaos Warriors, the Hex Wraiths hop right over with their terror. I like that they're being used as a mobile terror piece. That is a very good use of their stats. So all ghosts are spooky, scary, and if you can terror out these Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch, the halberd variant, then of course you'll win. That one's almost dead. This one's almost routing. Village and the Soul Grinder are trying to hold the point, but the Vampire Counts have taken it, and there's a lot of infantry between them. And I have a sneeze. Up. Ow. My brain came out of my face. Okay. What are we doing? Oh yeah, Soul Grinder is still trying to snipe the Corpse Cart, which has nearly heal capped, but it is still at half HP, so that Corpse Cart is going nowhere, and I love that the Soul Grinder has this grudge against it, but it's not really going his way. Army losses will finally take Tzeentch out, and Village with only 600 value, not feeling the best. I want to see that Bolt of Change, yeah! That was satisfying, just landing in that blob, doing a good amount of damage, but the Soul Grinder's fading away, Army losses already hit, and the Vampire Counts take a dub. Both sides with an unconventional build. Unfortunately, Hex Wraiths do have more use than Mr. the Fallen. Village the Fallen, Soul Grinder not doing that much damage, honestly. Blue and Pink Horrors did alright, Zongors did fine, and the Halberd Warriors did amazingly. The other side, Hex Wraiths just provided some cheap terror, I suppose. Cheap-ish. Cheap in asterisks. Vargeists and Black Knights did pretty well. Corpse Cart absorbed a lot of damage and kept on healing. The infantry did their job, and the Ghoul King with a flat 2,500 value did very, very well. GG's, lads. GG's.
Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.